Welcome guys, in this session I'm going to show you how you can create this particular star pattern in Python. Now first thing what you are going to do is put a box around it and identify how many rows you have and in every row how many columns you have. So here I have 9 rows, so I want to run the I loop from 1 to 10. Okay, then inside every row, okay, there are 9 columns. So inside I loop I'm going to run the J loop from 1 to 10. Okay, so I stands for number of rows. Let me write it here. I is for number of rows, okay, and J is for number of columns, like this. Now the next thing what you are going to do is write down all the J indexes where you want to see the stars. Okay, so when I is 1, I want to see the stars from 1 till 9. Okay, so from 1 till 9, every indexes I want to see the stars. So let me write it here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, like this. Okay, and then next when I is 2, okay, when the line changes, when I loop runs again, I value will be 2, then I need to see the stars on 2 3 4 5 6, okay, and 8, like this. Okay, so I have written down this condition. So now first let me put a conditional statement for that. Like if these indexes satisfy, then I want to see the stars. Okay, here I will put in this if condition. Okay, so first let me write here the for loops. For I in range, I want to start from 1, then the range should end at 9, so I'm giving 10 over here. Now I will start a J loop saying that in range I also want to start from 1 till 9. Now I'll write a if condition, that is a conditional statement for the J indexes, so that I get to see stars printed there. And if the condition fails, then here on these white spaces should get printed. Okay, first I'll come to these white spaces in between later on, but first let us get this shape. Okay, now the J condition for when I equal to 1 would be like this: J should be greater than or equal to 1. Okay, along with that J should be less than or equal to 9. Okay, see, just like this. Okay, just like this I'm going to write the conditions for all the indexes of I. So when I equal to 2, J should be greater than or equal to 2, and J should be less than or equal to 8. Now when I is 3, J should be greater than or equal to 3, and J should be less than or equal to 7. Similarly, when I is equal to 4, J should be greater than or equal to 4. Yes, and J should be less than or equal to 6. So in this manner, let me write down all the indexes. Here one more time. Okay, this condition will come. Okay, just like this. When I equal to 7, J should be greater than or equal to 3 and less than or equal to 7, like that. So let me copy this here one more time. When I equal to 8, J should be greater than or equal to 2, and J should be less than or equal to 8. Now at the last it should be like this: J should be greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 9. So let me write that condition over here. Okay, but here I want J to be a like this. Okay, I can't write all the equations, so I will come up with an equation like this: if J is greater than or equal to some particular number A, which is 1 at when I equal to 1, okay, it is 2 when it is I equal to 2, like this. It keeps continuing until I value is 5. Okay, then again that number starts decrementing, like this: 4 3 2 1. Okay, so I'll come up with a number for A, okay, which increments itself until I value is 5 and then start decrementing itself. Okay, and towards the right side, okay, I'm going to say J should be less than or equal to some value B, okay, which will be 9 at the beginning. Okay, and it keeps decrementing unless I value is 5. Okay, then again it starts incrementing. So for this reason what we will do is initially only I will keep the a value as 0, okay, and b value since I want to start from 9, I'll keep it as 10. Okay, so these two values, first let me make them as small letters. Okay, see guys, here before starting the program I'm going to initialize two variables like a is equal to 0, okay, along with that one more variable, let me do it here itself like this, b is equal to 10, like this two variables I want. Okay, let me just make them as small letters. Now here after starting the I loop, okay, here I'm going to give an if condition saying that if i's value is less than 6, okay, if this is the case, you start incrementing the a value and decrementing the b value. Okay, let me write it here. Okay, so first let me initialize two variables here at the top like this, a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 10. Now as soon as the I loop starts, okay, I'm going to check if the I value is less than 6, then you have to increment the I value a value by 1 like this, and you have to decrement the b value by 1, okay, or else means the I value has reached 6. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to decrement the value of a and start incrementing the value of b. So I will say here a minus equal to 1, okay, and b plus equal to 1 like this, and whatever the value of a and b is there, that will be the if condition for printing the stars inside the j loop. So I will say here j should be greater than or equal to a, okay, and okay, j should be less than or equal to b. If this condition satisfies, then I want to see the stars printed like this. Okay, then here you have to come and say end equal to like this. Now if this is not the case, then you come to the else part and print white spaces like this. Okay, then end equal to like this. Now after where the j loop is ending, okay, where the j loop ends, see this is where the j loop is ending at this indentation. So here is where I'm going to give only simply print statement. Okay, now let us see how the pattern turns out to be. Okay, now let us run the program. See guys, we have got the shape which we wanted. Okay, now our next task is to skip one star in between. Okay, I don't want to see this particular star. Okay, then again one star has to be printed, again one space has to be printed. Okay, for this I'll come up to this if condition. I'll say that okay, when this condition satisfies, okay, along with that okay, one value, let's say some value t, okay, this value t, when it is true, then you have to print the star. Okay, and if the value of t is false, you have to print white space. Okay, so here as soon as the program starts, means I loop starts, what I will do, I'll initialize a boolean value t is equal to true. Okay, see every time the for loop starts, which means the line has changed, okay, the value first I want to see a star, so that's why this will be true every single time. Okay, so this is that condition over here. Okay, but as soon as I print the star, I will only intentionally make the t value as false as soon as one star gets printed. Okay, so after that one star has printed, t will be false, so that it can enter the else part and it can print space like this. Okay, but as soon as it prints space, what I will do, I will only intentionally make the value of t as true. Okay, so this is the trick to print this particular pattern with one star and one space in between. Okay, now let us rerun this program. Okay, see guys, we have skipped stars in between. Okay, so let me write this code here in the like this. Okay, this is the condition. Okay, so a I'm starting from 0, b I'm starting from 10. Okay, and I'm saying here if I is less than 5 means less than 6 till here, okay, till this midpoint, what you have to do, all the a values 1 2 3 4 means like this you have to keep increasing. That is what we have done here. Okay, a plus equal to 1, and the b value 9876, that is b minus equal to 1. Okay, so this is how this pattern is going to get printed. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next videos.